guys, you alright? Red Pill Phil. You're probably not used to seeing me like this, but to be honest, I've been dying to shoot a video, but my house is a bit like a wacky warehouse at the moment with kids running about, so I'm not getting 5 minutes to myself. So I've got so much work to do, and I've got a video I want to try and do, so I'm going to try and achieve both at the same time, which will be a first, but we'll see how it goes. Hope you're alright, guys. Nice, hope you're subscribing. Just rolling some ceilings while I'm getting on with it. Okay, it's become apparent Donald Trump has released some JFK files. Now, it might become apparent why he's done it later on. For one, I think it's very noble of the guy to do it. Considering that every other president has kind of kicked the can up the road, as it were, for another 25 years. So the fact that he's saying, no, I want them out, that's absolutely brilliant. There was a question of how much was going to get redacted. So even if the files was going to get released, there was going to be a question of what was actually going to be able to be seen. We all know what redacted papers look like. Just might as well give you a piece of black piece of paper. So I do think with some of the facts that have come out, I think Donald Trump has stuck to his word to a degree. I do believe there's more files to come. So I've not managed to read too much, but the points I have extracted from it do give me a source of encouragement, without a doubt. I mean, if you go back to maybe why President Trump has done this, I'm only surmising. I'm not saying this is why he's done it, but I feel there's a possibility that what went on with Donald JFK, all the different things in the early 1960s leading up to his assassination, I think Donald Trump can see similarities with his presidency. So I do believe he may want to expose all the wrongdoings of the JFK assassination in order to show how deceitful the deep state is, to maybe get them off his back. But at the same time, the last thing they want to do is release all this information. So for me, this is an out-and-out war between Donald Trump and the deep state, particularly. So the other thing, I mean, this JFK file dump, it doesn't change anyone's life. We've all still got to work. I don't think anyone's going to go to prison for it. But for me, if there's any positive to be taken out of it, it's the fact that we can now kill that word conspiracy somewhat, in a sense that ever since the JFK assassination, that word conspiracy theory was brought up in order to stifle anyone from going against the narrative, let's say. So the fact that what has gone on, and some of the facts that have gone out, for one, the Warren Commission stated that it was a single shooter. Now, what not a lot of people know is that the Congressional Commission, they concluded that there was multiple shooters. So that blows that out of the water somewhat. Also, one piece of footage for me that I always, when I looked at it, made me feel without doubt something sinister went on, and that was the Zabura film. The film that was shot from the front as JFK got assassinated. Now obviously the narrative is that Lee Harvey Oswald was in the book depository and he was several hundred metres away with a single shot rifle. When you've got the magic bullet theory that's supposed to have turned corners and done loops and all kinds of frigging things, everyone knew that there was more to it than that. And then you talk about the gunmen in the grass verge and all that kind of stuff. Well, it turns out there was an autopsy done and they discovered that the bullet hole entry wound, there's a hole in the windscreen and there's a whole entry wound going in his throat and coming out of the back of his head. So, how can Lee Harvey Oswald have done that? What did he do? Shoot it past the car and then it done a U-turn and come for him from the front? Is that what they're trying to make us believe? So, like I say, to me now, the one positive I can get from this is that when you do discuss this now with people, the word conspiracy will inevitably have to fade away somewhat for anyone who wants to not just listen to the mainstream opinion, but actually look at facts. So they are somewhat damning, but like I say, I can't see anyone going down for it. But it does show that there was collusion, without a doubt. It's come out also that Russia and France have done investigations regarding the JFK assassination, and it actually turned out that their conclusions that Lyndon Johnson was the primary instigator, let's say. Now why France is doing an investigation, I don't know. I can imagine Russia at the time because there was a lot of Cold War activity, so, you know, can imagine why they wanted to find out the truth. But France, that was a bit of a weird one, but I guess most big powers are going to have a look at it. I'm sure Britain may be thinking about it, has had a look at it. But the beauty is, these facts have all come out, but the narrative will still stay the same. And that is what is insulting to everyone. It's supposedly true that within this dump, the CIA has conducted investigations and found that Adolf Hitler may have done a runner to Argentina, which saying again, a lot of people did feel that he was not that man in the bunker. You know, there's been a lot of programs about it, there's been a lot of evidence presented that makes you think, well, Jesus, there's some truth to it. But this, saying again, it blows away the conspiracy because the CIA thought that. And one fact that I didn't realise, that Stalin had made a comment in 1943 saying that it was most likely that Hitler had done a run to Argentina. So the evidence is there, there's no longer a conspiracy to me, but the narrative will stay the same. So I'm not suggesting that all of a sudden it's going to come out and they're going to admit to it. They're not, they're going to try and bury it, but more has creeped out to suggest that there was a collusion going on. So it's absolutely fantastic. It took 54 years for this to happen, but how long is it going to be before 9/11? Let's get that one out. We all know certain events that don't make sense within that. There's all kinds of events that go on around the world. I mean, I remember that missing plane. I'm not sure whether that got totally concluded. Everyone just gets on with their life and forgets about it because the media don't want to address it. So the best thing they can do is not talk about it, start diverting you with all kinds of other interesting things, and before you know it, 3 months down the line, you forgot all about it. So to me, this spills as the sneaky with this, as we know, the sneaky with all kinds of other conspiracies, as we know. So now it kind of does prove that they are totally not so much corrupt, well I'm sure they are, but they are likely to be doing this. Now, when you see it from the point of view that if this is the case, we're talking about a death of a president. Just 1 second. Oh, I better pick up my paint on run. We're talking about a death of a president. So if this is true, then what does that spell out? It's no longer a conspiracy. They can't gaslight us. It's actual facts. That's what's happened. you know? So what does that say for the public? How can you trust the establishment when they do all these kinds of nefarious, deceitful things? I mean, with Britain, the one thing, Operation Conifer, the fact that Ted Heath, it's come out that he was a paedophile. He was a paedophile, and the rumour is he's actually involved in Satanism as well. And what they've said is, with the investigation, that if he was alive today, they'd actually pull him in for questioning. So, but you won't hear this. And this is what's so frustrating to people when you actually wake up and smell the coffee. Is that they just want to live the lie. They want to pretend that this has never happened. And just go buy your products, go pay your taxes. And then you want to actually protest against something that is demonising the land and the community in which you live in. And they call you the bad guy, but yet all this shit is going on. It's like, whoa, am I living in the twilight zone or what? So, I feel good about it. I'm full of pain as well. But at the same time, it doesn't change anything. But the conspiracy word evaporating slowly but surely. So let's hope Donald Trump does a bit more of the same, so he can drain that swamp, the swamp that's really killing us all off, slow kill, dumbing us all down, you know, teaching our kids the wrong morals in life. This is all a deep state kind of mentality. It's not pro-human, it's anti-human. So these are just one of many little conspiracies, little secrets that hopefully are going to come out and hopefully iron out them creases so we can all start to live a proper life instead of being lied to all the time, hoodwinked all the time, deceived all the time. So I do feel good about it. So I'm hoping this little video has been used here, and you've also got to see me roll a couple of ceilings as well. Hopefully I haven't missed any bits, so I'm sure you've noted. Put it in the comments if I've missed any bits. So nice one, guys. Red Pill Phil, like and subscribe. And if you want any more videos of me rolling walls and rolling ceilings, let me know in the comments. Or if you felt it was a bad idea, just get your work done, get home and do it. I'll try and find a little bit of space somewhere. Other than that, thank you for watching. You take care and stay strong. See you later, guys.